Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's well. Well, today I wanted to talk about. Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice this. Had a. That's what happens every once in a while. Uh, Limbs just fall down. Um, I wanted to talk about. There's my pond and then there's other people's ponds. Um, And everyone's got so many different types of ponds out there. Uh, and I was just curious how other people's ponds are doing. Like, are you in a deep freeze just like me? Is it warm? Are you somewhere warm? Like I'm where I'm gonna be. Like we're heading to the Dominican on Monday in a couple days. Um, how are your ponds doing? Um, yeah, I'm just honestly really looking forward to this all coming back to life. Like this is how cold it is. My power heads are frozen over. Now it isn't extremely cold here right now, but it's cold enough that it's going to keep it all frozen. It's about -6 Celsius, and everything is frozen solid. Um, yeah, so thankfully, well, this is really gushing hard right here. And I feel as though this is happening. Oh, there we go. Just stepped in there and went wha-bam. And now you see all the brown going down. I had a feeling it was going to be thin. But it's happening because there's no other way. Well, the water can come out, but there is a big hole there. That's going to be something I fix in the spring or maybe when it all melts. But yeah, I'm just curious if anyone has pictures of their ponds. I'd love to see how your pond looks. It's just it's always interesting how people manage their ponds in the winter. Now, if you don't have a winter, there we go. See, the water almost feels like the water's low. Yeah, like if you don't have a winter, well, good for you. But if you do have winter, how are you handling it? How are things going? Yeah, it's just one of those things where, it's easy just to like leave it and let it get rock solid. Not what I like doing. The way I do it, more can go wrong maybe, or less. Depends who you ask. Everyone has their own opinions how they want and need to manage their ponds in the winter, and in the summer, of course. But yeah, I'm just curious to see if anyone out there has any issues with their ponds. Are they? Are you struggling? Look at this. Look at how the water looks. Isn't that great? It's just like you can see it underneath the ice. It's so cool. But yeah, it is rock solid. Rock solid. But it's not. Like there is still water flowing. It's kind of crazy. Like this here, it looks like it's still flowing pretty good. I hope it is. But yeah. It almost sounds like it's sucking air. And that's another thing, like I feel like I need to fill it up. I just want no problems when I'm gone told my son, power goes off, well, shut the pumps off. The only problem with that is, you know, I just don't want the pumps to get ruined. It's the one thing. So usually when you shut it off, you take the pumps out and c'est la vie. So anyways, there's going to have to be some people coming out and checking while I'm leaving that on. My son's pretty good. He can handle a lot of this stuff. So, yeah, I just, I've always wondered what other people do with their ponds. Like my neighbors next door, they just empty it, shut it down, bring the fish inside. Thankfully, mine's big enough that I just put them down here, or they just head down there. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Guys, remember, like and subscribe. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to going to the Dominican and just kind of hanging out and having some drinks and having some good food. We were doing this cleanse, me and my wife. In 10 days, I lost 17 pounds. 17 pounds. How crazy is that? Yeah. And it was just like, our breakfast was always 2 hard-boiled eggs, grapefruit, and black coffee. How's that sound? It's actually not that bad. But yeah, I cut out everything. So today's the first day not on the cleanse. And I bought sushi and had some yogurt, and my stomach was not happy. Yeah, so next on my agenda is doing some maple syrup. That's gonna start, well, you know what? In a month, I'm gonna start getting her going. And like last year, mid-February, it was mild enough that the trees were flowing, and I got everything ready, and I harvested the best maple syrup, or made the best maple syrup I've ever made. The first batch was phenomenal. Amber, so the maple syrup in the at the beginning is always light, and then the darker it gets, it's the later it is in the season. So anyhow, guys, I'm gonna leave you here, but make sure you drop those pictures, comments on your what your ponds look like. Yeah, I'd love to see some pictures and love to just kind of see what some of you guys have. Yeah. All right, folks. Remember, like and subscribe, and we will talk to you later.